Hey everybody, Tony D and little Joan, who won't stay in her seat, with your Hollywoke hot take, part two. A tale of two celebrities. One I will defend, the other I will criticize. Chris Pratt is under attack again. Twitter, as if their opinion matters, doesn't like Chris Pratt. Why? Well, they were comparing the various Hollywood Chris's, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and I guess there was one other Chris, which Christopher Pike, I think his name is, Captain Kirk, and they said Chris Pratt is the worst because they think he's a Trump supporter. Now, he is definitely more conservative than most of the actors in Hollywood. He's a religious man, and he's been attacked for his religion, in my view. He's worn the Gadsden flag, and they accused him of being an alt-right guy just for wearing a American flag, because these people they're so fragile. Like any tiny little stress on their membrane sets them off. But no, I'll give you a guess. It's because Chris Pratt didn't do something. All right, so I'll give you some choices. Did Chris Pratt fail to call somebody by their preferred pronoun? That's A. B. Did Chris Pratt fail to denounce white supremacy? Or C. Did Chris Pratt fail to attend a Biden fundraiser? C is the appropriate answer. Yes, because Chris Pratt didn't go to a Hollywood fundraiser for Joe Biden, attended by some of the other Avengers stars, not all of them, not the big ones. I guess the biggest one would be Ruffalo and Scarlett Johansson. But those guys, well, first off, Scarlett is still, she's still, well, they're all still working, but she's got a movie coming out. Yeah, she can't afford to rock the boat. The Black Widow movie, she's got to do whatever the studio tells her. Most celebrities do, and they'll, within limits. I mean, I'm sure she could have ducked out if she really wanted, but if they put the pressure on, you usually are gonna go. Now she may totally believe in Biden. I don't know, but they're all various levels of TDS. It's Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana, and a few others, and they all got TDS. But some of the other guys weren't there either, right? I didn't hear Hemsworth or Robert Downey Jr. mentioned. So they're picking on Pratt, I guess, because he was invited and didn't come. I didn't even think it was that. He just didn't go. And look, that puts him, for me, on the top of the list of movie stars, because he's not rubbing his politics in my face. Okay? He's not out there bragging about his politics and how wonderful he is. Okay? Then you got, so awesome, Chris Pratt, I'll see anything with you in it, dude. I totally support you. Then you have this actress. I don't even know this woman. I'm not sure what she's been in. Oh, The Secret Life of the American Teenager. Bring It On, All or Nothing. I don't know what that is. She apparently got stuck in traffic on the 405, and she's freaking out because she saw Trump supporters.
I was just on the 405, and I got stuck in that stupid Trump rally, and they fucking boxed me in, and they're pointing at me and laughing at me, saying ha ha, and literally I crashed because they wouldn't let me out. I was trying to go around it, and they were all stopping and going. They boxed me in on the fucking freeway. All I wanted to do was go around.
This seems like she's exaggerating something. I don't know. That's just my vibe. She's an actress, and I think, like a lot of people in LA, they're caught up in this Trump derangement syndrome. So, I don't know why would the Trump supporters bother to do that. They're all about their trucks and the flags and driving around. They're not about boxing people in. To what purpose? How does that help Trump? They're there about to elect Trump. They're trying to get Trump elected. How does boxing you in on the freeway, going to get another Trump supporter? Look, I met the Trump supporters. They're pretty nice people. They're trying to get people to vote for Trump. That's what they're trying to do. But yeah, so I mean, to me, this is very suspect.
And they were just being so violent. I could have crashed. I could have fucking crashed.
Now, see, she said I crashed, I think, earlier in the video, and now she said I could have. So I'm not buying this. And then the other thing, which I don't have a link to, is Kim Kardashian went on the new Letterman show, which is, I don't know, I guess it's on Netflix. I forget. But apparently she got grilled over Trump, and Dave said something like, let's see if I can find, maybe there's an article. Hold on, let me Google this. Kim Kardashian on Letterman. What is this? Okay, this is October 19th. Here's TMZ. Stands by working with Trump. Letterman can't crack her. Kim says it was worth it in the end. Even Letterman concedes that her work, this is TMZ, that her work is a positive force that diminishes what I consider to be unacceptable behavior by the president. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Because, let's see, David Letterman, Wikipedia. Personal life. Affairs. Letterman has admitted to having multiple affairs with different women, including his intern, Holly Hester, his longtime personal assistant, Stephanie Burkett. On October 1st, 2009, Letterman announced on his show that he had been the victim of a blackmail attempt by a person threatening to reveal his sexual relationships with several of his female employees, a fact Letterman immediately thereafter confirmed to be true. He stated that someone had left a package in his car with material he said he would write into his screenplay and a book if Letterman did not pay him $2 million. Letterman said that he contacted the Manhattan District Attorney's Office and partook in a sting operation that involved the handover of a fake check to his extortionist. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting ivory tower to stand in, Dave. How many employees has Trump banged? At last count, 0. So I don't think you get to make moral judgments on Trump and his unacceptable behavior. If anything, you should be avoiding this line of questioning. But maybe you're talking about some of his policies. But I don't know. Seems like that would be unacceptable behavior to me. So maybe glass houses, yada yada yada. I'm a little shocked that Dave would go down that path. I mean, but I don't know why I should be shocked, because it seems like every comedian in Hollywood has decided to become a news guy, or try to be, and they, quite frankly, they suck at it. You know, they do the same thing. I think they transplant the comedy model onto news and think it's going to work. You know, Tim Pool was just doing a thing on Bill Maher the other day talking about how he's so low information. That's because, in my view, he probably relies on his writers, and I was one of his writers on Politically Incorrect, and they told us to use USA Today. Now, there's nothing wrong with USA Today for jokes, because it's very broad-based kind of news source. But this is a different time period than when I was in the 90s. Newspapers had a little more oomph to them, and you can't be that broad. You got to drill down if you're going to ask people serious questions. Now, Bill, much to his credit, is still more of a comedian than a lot of these other guys have been. I mean, Stephen Colbert's driven off a comedy cliff, in my view. Letterman, I don't know. I didn't even watch his new show. I mean, he in the day, man, he was just the funniest guy ever, you know. But going down this path of being Mr. Serious with a beard, it's not for me. You know, Woody Allen, you know, he made the transition from really funny comedian movie maker to really serious movie maker. These guys, I think, Letterman, Colbert, you know, Seth Meyers, a few others, they're just following a trend. You know, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart really exploded it, and these guys all jumped on board trying to make money. It's dead. I personally, I can't watch any of these shows anymore. I mean, it was funny at one point. I mean, Samantha Bee, I guess it was funny at one point. I mean, John certainly did a good job of it back in the Bush days, but now, Jesus, man, can you not make us laugh anymore? Can we not laugh? Can you just please go say F Twitter? Just go say fuck Twitter and sorry to curse. Fuck Twitter and make fun of those a-holes. Seriously. Let's go back to comedy, people. Let's go back to entertaining people. I can't take this.